Hello, my friends. Welcome to week number 44 of Napoleon Hill's A Year of Growing Rich. And this is a good one. So this week's is titled, Look in the Mirror. My secretary walked into my office early one morning and announced that a homeless person was outside with an urgent request to see me. At first, I decided to save time by sending him the price of a sandwich and a cup of coffee, but something prompted me to have him sent in. I've never seen a more dilapidated looking man. He had a week's growth of beard and wrinkled clothes that looked as if he had dragged them out from under a rag pile. I don't blame you for looking surprised at my appearance, he began. But I'm afraid you have me all wrong. I didn't come to see you for a handout. I came to ask you to help me save my life. My troubles began a year ago when I had a break with my wife and we were divorced. Then everything began to go against me. I lost my business and now I'm losing my health. I came to see you at the suggestion of a policeman who stopped me just as I was going to jump in the river. He gave me my choice of coming to see you or going to jail. He's waiting outside to see that I carry out my promise. The tone of the man's voice and language he used indicated clearly that he was a man of considerable education. Questioning revealed that he had owned one of the best-known restaurants in Chicago. I then remember seeing a news account of it being sold at a sheriff's sale several months previously. I had my secretary get him breakfast because he hadn't eaten for 2 days. While the food was being prepared, I got the man's entire life story. Not once did he blame anyone for his condition but himself. That was a sign in his favor and one that gave me cue as to how I could help him. After he finished eating, I did the talking. My friend, I began, I have listened to your story very carefully, and I am deeply impressed by it. I am especially impressed that you haven't tried to alibi yourself clear of responsibility for your condition. I'm also impressed by the fact that you don't blame on your former wife for your divorce. You are to be commended for speaking of her in the respectful way that you have. By this time, the man's spirits were rising higher and higher. The moment had come for me to spring my plan of action, and I let him have it in a way that made it register, and I hoped it would. You came to me for help, I continued, but I'm sorry to tell you that after hearing your story, there is not one thing I can do to help you. But, I continued, I know a man who can help you if he will do it. He is in this building right now, and I will introduce you to him if you wish me to do so. Then I took him by the arm and led him into my private study adjacent to my office and told him to stand in front of a long curtain. And I pulled the curtain aside. He saw himself in a full-length mirror. Pointing my finger at the man in the mirror, I said, there is the man who can help you. He is the only man who can do it, and until you become better acquainted with him and learn to depend upon him, you will not find your way out of your present unfortunate condition. He walked over closer to the mirror, looked at himself very closely as he rubbed his stubbled face, and then turned to me and said, I see what you mean, and may God bless you for not coddling me. With that, he bowed his way out, and I didn't see or hear from him for almost 2 years when he walked in one day so changed in appearance that I did not recognize him. He explained that he had got the help of the Salvation Army in clothing himself properly. Then he got a job in a restaurant similar to the one he had formerly owned, worked as a head waiter until a former friend met him there by chance, heard his story, and lent him the money with which to buy the place. Today, he is one of the more prosperous restaurant owners in Chicago, as rich as he needs to be in money, but richer still in having discovered the power of his own mind and how to use it as a means of contacting and drawing upon the powers of infinite intelligence. So there you have it. Week number 44, look in the mirror. So my friend, I think that's a great story. I know I mumbled it up a little bit, but guess what? Forgive me. Make it a great day, and I will see you next time for week number 45.